Starting January 1st, women in Oregon will be able to skip the doctor's office to get birth control. KOIN wants to know how that new law will work. Amy Frazier is live in the newsroom to explain.
Dan, I found out women who are at least 18 years old will be able to get birth control pills from a pharmacist without a prescription from a doctor. That being said, doctors tell me exams and screenings remain important for things like preventing cancer. Beginning Friday, Oregon women no longer need to go to their doctor to get a prescription for birth control. A House bill signed into law by Oregon Governor Kate Brown last July allows pharmacists to prescribe and dispense birth control pills and hormonal patches. I learned Oregon is the first state in the country to implement this law. California plans to do the same. I found out the new law applies to women over age 18. Those under 18 need a previous prescription. Women must fill out a health questionnaire, which is reviewed by a pharmacist who has the required training. If everything looks good, they'll get a prescription. I met with Dr. Alison Edelman at OHSU, who supports the new law.
Just having birth control being accessible, through a pharmacist doesn't mean that preventative health care isn't important. That's not what this law is saying. This law is really allowing increased access to women for something that's incredibly safe and really a big need for women.
In terms of preventative care, the CDC says cervical cancer is the easiest gynecologic cancer to prevent with regular screening tests and follow-up. I checked and found out Pap tests are recommended every 3 years for average risk women ages 21 to 29. It's also every 3 years for women 30 and above, unless they're also getting a Pap and HPV test. In that case, the recommendation is every 5 years. Dr. Edelman says a visit to your doctor may also include things like breast screenings, blood pressure screenings, and pregnancy planning.
It's still incredibly important to get preventative health care. Even if you're getting your medications directly from a pharmacist, your immunizations directly from a pharmacist, your birth control directly from a pharmacist.
Now, another thing to keep in mind, on January 1st, women in Oregon will also be able to get a year-long supply of birth control pills through insurance at one time. Reporting live in the newsroom, Amy Frazier, KOIN 6 News.
Thank you, Amy.